Hello, it's me, Fidiscus Just Kick. I'm back. Sorry for the pretty significant hiatus there. You know, life's caught up to me in some ways, but I'm back now. You should expect a few uploads from me this week so I can play a little bit of catch up. I know that I had said that I was going to do some more round 2 videos, and I will, but they're probably going to go on the back burner because there's been so much of round 3 that's been covered, and most of the Mixed Base Open Map Jam has finished up at this point. So that's cool. We're going to be looking at one of those games right now. It's Starflash250 and Lost and Found on Uncle Steve Gubsy's map, Fate of the Azure. This was a tier 3 game, but Lost and Found likes his Jake, so that's what he's picked. This map is really neat because you got these 2 central airports and these 2 bases on the outside, which do not start pre-owned. You'll have to capture those yourself, and that is also where the first turn advantage counter is that this player 2 infantry starts on the river and the player 1 infantry starts behind the river. So that's what's up here. I wonder, this is kind of aggressive, I wonder if Lost and Found had done like math to find out that that going here is better than this. Yeah, it definitely is, because you have the capture chain of 1 and 2, and this is not a clear chain. I think this one is going to go on the inside here, and this one should go up. It feels like the funding is too split between all of the bases. It's sort of interesting, but like, I mean, there's just so many infantry on the board right now. Starflash has built artilleries, but that's the only other thing on the board. Here's another artillery, and Lost and Found is building a recon. It's kind of interesting. There's decent roads here. It's got options. Can't get there quite in 1 turn though. I wonder if no. I was hoping that this artillery might have been able to like go up and defend against this recon, which would have been like supremely annoying, but Starflash is building a B-copter already. Artillery in the top left. Okay, there's the first tank. We're like 44 units in and we've got 1 tank. 45 units and there's just a single tank. Man, the amount of artillery built here is really kind of astounding to me, but maybe it's just because I've been out of it for a while. Like, it makes sense. This is pretty defensible with all these. You got this forest here, And I guess mountain range, so you know that there's not a whole lot coming. Well, I mean, there's these central airports they could funnel down. So they're both going to be able to get the comm towers pretty safely. It feels like the force that Lost and Found has up here is, I mean, this is just a huge number of infantry. What is this? 4, 8, 10. Yeah, it's 10 infantry here. And it's all running into eventually this B-copter. There's nothing else that's supporting this. It's kind of hard to, I suppose. This is a huge number of forests. There's a big alpha strike for Starflash up here. I wonder, it's kind of interesting. Fighting to stand on that city when the artillery is there. I suppose it's got to move. Yeah, it's going to have to move. It's going to have to die. Stealth. Okay. And Lost and Found resigns, which, I mean, that was a pretty devastating turn. There's not enough to defend this area, I don't think. Like, this... No. I mean, one of these vehicles would have to die, because one of these vehicles it has to shoot the infantry here to prevent it from going straight for the lab. If you go city into lab and it's at full health and it's got everything protecting it, then I'm pretty sure that Lost and Found would have just lost anyways. I think he's pretty reasonable resign, but what? I guess he just didn't allocate resources. I mean, there's like a lot of money spread out across the board because it's a mixed base open map, right? Or it's a mixed base map. This is a mixed base open map jam map. But you got like most of the vehicles that LNF owns are right here. This is most of his vehicle value. He's got this tank, the recon, which you got a little bit of value out of it. Like, where's there's not quite enough meat, I think. And then Starflash goes right in. This is not particularly well defended. This is, I guess, technically like a one base side, so you really have to be aggressive with your two base side. And it feels like Starflash was able to do that. He got the tank out. That was a big deal. It's weird. It's a neat map. Very chaotic. Really hard to tell where you ought to be. And even though this was a little bit anticlimactic, it was really neat. I mean, there's like a lot of stuff going on. There's huge numbers of infantry. I guess that's like my That's a big takeaway, is that this is really, really infantry heavy map. So that's a video. I've put one out now. Like I said, I think I'm going to try to upload like, maybe 3 things this weekend. And I have very good reason to believe that my release schedule will become more normalized over the next year, I suppose. Maybe that's a little bit early to say, but at least for like the first 3 months of next year, it should be a little bit more consistent. You guys should be able to get map jam updates or MixSpace Open updates pretty regularly. Thanks to everybody for being patient. I know that the running of the MixSpace Open hasn't been what I would like it to be the last month or so. So thank you for hanging in there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck.